Released in 1995, Series 1 of Topps X-Files trading cards contains 72 cards, including stills from the show, concept art, and behind-the-scenes images, usually with some interesting trivia on the back, or less interesting episode recaps. The card series would be re-released in America in 1996 with the addition of foil cards as shiny, rare inserts. Some of these cards are really cool, and some of them are just... oh no. Oh no. My name's Alice Quinn, and I found a bunch of these cards recently, and I thought they were interesting and wanted to talk about them, but all of my equipment broke, and so I'm recording this on my laptop. Sorry if it sucks. The cards were split up into a bunch of different categories: profiles, paranormals, production, episodes, and opening titles. Yes, there's an entire category of cards based on the intro to the show, but we'll get to those. Paranormal cards consisted of still shots from the show showcasing the paranormal creatures featured within. Some of these are really cool and have aged really well, like this homunculus inside of a coffin, or this close-up of a vicious werewolf humanoid. But a lot of these cards are just like pictures of normal looking people sitting around, or a slug in a jar, which aren't exactly exciting. Production cards also featured a lot of still images from the show, but the back of these cards offer insights into the show's production process, which usually includes things like storyboards the shot is based on. The storyboards are always way more interesting to look at than the final shot, and I find it really annoying that the main artwork of the card will be like a dark, hard to make out still shot of a man climbing a wall, when the storyboard art is relegated to being a tiny footnote on the back. I have 3 cards here, all from the same scene in which Tooms, a mysterious, stretchy killer, crawls up a wall and then reaches down a chimney, and it's interesting to see how the layout of the scene changed from storyboard to final production, especially the shot of Tooms stretching down a chimney. There are a bunch of cards which solely feature concept sketches and storyboards, which are great, like the storyboard scene of Tooms yet again squeezing into places he shouldn't be, and these proposal sketches for one of the UFO designs. These types of production cards are by far my favourite in the whole set. They offer such a fun look behind the scenes, and it always feels like I'm looking at something I shouldn't be allowed to see, like someone smuggled it out of a boardroom and it accidentally got printed as a trading card. Episodes cards, which you would expect to be the most bland of the categories, considering how often we've already seen still shots from the show, surprisingly feature key art from the show, and they're really good. The artwork gives off this really creepy and gritty vibe, and it really gets across the concept of each episode in a single image. Take for example this artwork from the episode Squeeze, in which the previously mentioned mysterious killer Tooms can contort his body to seemingly enter any space to access his victims. The artwork shows Tooms crawling up through a pipe leading to a toilet, and it does a great job of making the space just small enough that it's an inhuman feat, but just large enough that it seems plausible someone with enough flexibility could contort themselves through it. His proportions are just wrong. They're not quite human, but they're just human enough that it gives it this uncanny quality. He looks like a human burrito, but not a burrito I would want to run into in like a dark alleyway. This boy creepy. This boy creepy. This artwork for the Series 1 finale is of an alien embryo in a glass container, and I also have another card which shows the final design from the episode. I thought it was really interesting to see how the concept was translated into the final design, and I actually prefer this final prop to the artwork because the closed eyes add a layer of ambiguity to the embryo. Is this an alien, or is it just a funky baby? Is it just a funny looking lad hanging out in a glass jar? The ambiguity is a core component of the show. We're never really sure if Mulder is finding proof of extraterrestrial beings or being fed false information to keep him off the trail. They also weirdly stretched this photo of an alien embryo on the back of the cards for some reason. They made him really long. Why did they do that? All of these key art cards are great, and they have such a brilliant atmosphere. I'm going to show you a few more, and I want to see if you can guess the general premise of the episode. Aliens contact a boy through their TV. Weaponized spontaneous combustion. Switching souls. Sex-changing murderers. There's really no escaping from that trope, huh? A big smart janitor boy who's connected to a brain that's frozen. Okay, that one was pretty obscure, fair enough. Finally, I have cards from the opening theme category, which are all just still shots from the iconic X-Files intro sequence. You might be hoping that the back of these cards will reveal some unique trivia about what the shots are and what they represent. Like, what was that weird electro atom thing? Why did the spaghetti man fall into the void whilst the red bone finger glowed? Well, disappointingly, all of the trivia is just about how great the intro sequence is and how many awards it was nominated for. Did you know it was nominated for 2 Emmy Awards? Best Title Sequence and Best Music for a Title Sequence. Did you care? Neither did I! Let's be honest, you're not watching this to hear me gush about how lovely this artwork is. You're here to see the funny cards that look silly, and so I put them all into one pile just for you. Hello, it's me, a normal doll. Sorry, I literally have coronavirus. This card's great because, first of all, what is the expression on this doll's face? Is it hunger? Is it disgust? But also, the weird flesh eye doesn't match up with the doll's face in any way. Good work, graphics guy, you were half an inch away from success. I'm very sick, help me please. This is a still shot from an episode where the face of Mars keeps appearing on people's faces, and the effect looks terrible, and it looks even more terrible when it's paused so you can really get a good look at it. It just looks like a very sick man. It looks like the love child between Kevin from The Office and Gumby. Hello. Why does he look like that? You like what you see, baby? I'm touching myself for you. I feel like this art is meant to draw sharp focus to the alien hand this guy has, but I just can't get past the pure sexual aura his face is giving off. It's like he's taken E and can't stop caressing himself. It feels so good. This card is only here because it's really nice artwork, but the artwork is so nice it almost just looks like a shit photograph. Like, it even feels like you can see the person taking the photograph in the mirror, and the flash has gone off. Oh, sorry, don't mind me, just taking a photo of you. Okay, this is the one you've been waiting for. This is the thumbnail picture. I saw this card and I was like, well, that's the thumbnail, I can't turn down. I guess I'm gonna have to make a whole video about the X-Files trading cards now. Why? Who was like, this is it, lads, stick this on a trading card. They'll show that in the schoolyard. This is, of course, concept art of the Jersey Devil, and it only gets better when you flip it over and look at the back. There's just more tit having Sasquatch. Bigfoot, more like big hands. I own 35 out of the 72 cards from Series 1, and you're probably asking yourself, why? Why do you have this? And why are you making a terrible video with bad audio from a laptop about this? Well, I bought a few packs of the trading cards off of eBay as a birthday present for a friend, because at the time we would hang out and we would kind of work our way through their DVD collection of X-Files. Fast forward a few years and we're now engaged, and we got a house together. And so, in a weird way, the X-Files trading cards have found their way back to me. That's right. I was playing the long con. I actually bought you these X-Files trading cards knowing that I would eventually inherit them through marriage. It's the long con, baby, and you fell right for it. Working on the script for this video got me wondering what other great cards there were out there that I was missing, and so I decided to look up all 3 seasons of the cards on Trading Card Database, and I thought I'd pick out a few of my favourites and share them with you. From Series 1 we have this great card of Skinner, which is part of the category called Profiles, which shows a profile of the character with a photo and some information about them. I like this card because they've managed to pick the least flattering shot of the actor imaginable. It's like they took a picture of them midway through sneezing. They did my boy Skinner dirty. Here's some key artwork from the episode Deep Throat, which is just an old man in a corner. This artwork from Ghost in the Machine is absolutely incredible, and I think it would fit in perfectly with the rise of modern technological horror. It makes me think of all the great book covers I've seen for I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Here's a shot of a government UFO that's so dark you can barely see anything. Good work. Great trading card, guys. This card of an invading parasite leaving its host looks like a hard zoom on a Bigfoot's arsehole. This card titled Fallen Angel concept art. Oh, it's so good. It looks like the kind of a sketch someone would slide across a diner table after disjointedly telling you that they saw something weird last night. It makes the hair on my neck stand up on end. Here's a card with more artwork of the salamander hand from the touchy-feely guy from earlier. The description on the back keeps saying how disgusting it looks, but I think it just looks like a cheap toy. But then, the next card shows the salamander hand in action, and it does look genuinely gross. Ew! Ew, nasty! There's also a nice piece of concept art for some skeletal remains, and a set of photos of a different alien embryo prop, which I think has aged really well. Here's an episode card for Space, which is just a faint outline of a man. Wow, great trading card. Can't wait to collect that one. It feels like they really lost the magic in Season 2 and 3. They figured out what people actually wanted from trading cards, or more importantly, they thought that people didn't want sketches and titted Sasquatches, so there's no more rough sketch or biro sketches, and I feel like the world is slightly less rich for their absence. They even made a new Skinner card, which is almost identical to the original, but taken at a slightly better time. Good work, my boy Skinner climbing up the ranks. Where should I... where do you think I should put the alien in this artwork about aliens? Oh, just halfway down the card. Cool, yeah, that's fine. There's no need to trade the cards when they're publicly owned, comrade. There are trading cards now. Check out this goofy costume check picture. These cheeky boys having just a great old time hanging out. Quickly followed by this creepy alien dentist device, complete with mouth boy. This is the artwork that they decided to stretch on the back of the cards for some reason. I guess they were like, look, we learnt a lot of lessons from Season 1. The most important lesson being that you have to stretch the artwork on the back. That's classic X-Files trading cards, you guys. Your Fluke Man trading card is nice and all, but I'll trade you for this trading card of scorched human remains. Finally, in Season 3, Skinner gets the card he deserves. No more sitting at a desk. I'm talking full body shot, baby! That's how you know you've made it in the trading card business. In fact, Skinner even got some key artwork for the episode Avatar with a spooky shadow fella giving his head a reach around, giving him a little old tickle. There's a card so gruesome, I'm gonna give a genuine content warning for gore here. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Look at this. This is disgusting. It's called Emulsified Remains, which sounds like a metal band. And it looks so good. It's aged really well. It's genuinely vile. I think they must have really stepped up the gore in Season 3 because there's a lot of cards that are just shots of gross mutilated bodies. Here's a gross decapitated head. Here's a gross scabby body. Here's a decapitated head again. Here's a liquefied corpse, and oh, what is that? Oh, ew, gross. Get it off the screen, I don't want to see that, I'm gonna puke. Ugh, gross. So that's the Topps X-Files trading cards. I hope you found this video interesting, and I'm sorry that audio's rubbish and I have coronavirus. One of my videos went viral recently and now has over 1 million views, so I have like 10,000 new subscribers who all subscribed because they liked a video in a style that I don't make. So it's a bit weird. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen with that, but hopefully this video was interesting to someone out there, and I hope that it inspires someone who does have a complete collection of these cards to do some high quality scans, because I want more people to have access to this lovely artwork. Except from this card. Oh, it's gross. Get it out. Get it out of here. Get it out of here.